What's going on, Washington Commanders Nation? It's your boy Rio Robinson back with the latest and greatest on the Rambling with Rio YouTube channel, where we ramble about the Washington Commanders. We got a couple roster updates a day before Washington's Week 5 matchup hosting the Cleveland Browns. Before we get to that, this episode and all videos are brought to you and powered by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino, home of the fastest payouts in the industry, and a 150% match bonus on your first deposit using code YouTube150. And that's 125% on your second and third deposit. Make sure you bet responsibly and you bet with BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. But on to Washington's active roster for tomorrow. Yesterday, we got the news that B-Rob is a game-time decision. All signs point to him playing tomorrow. Austin Ekeler is back. And we had the option to bring up Marcus Mariota, Jordan McGee, and F.A. Obata off the 21-day window activation list. It seems like they're already getting to it with the backup quarterback. Marcus Mariota has been elevated back to the active roster. He's probably going to be the primary dressed backup for Jaden Daniels. I am so glad we don't really have to talk about backup quarterbacks here anymore, because it's been a conversation that has been far too exhausting over the years. Marcus Mariota is back healthy and he's off the reserve injury list. We've also elevated Kevin Seymour and wide receiver Brycen Tremayne from the practice squad. Noah Brown's out. We put another big body receiver, the 6'4" practice squad, summer All-American player, Brycen Tremayne, a guy who's flashed in the preseason and flashed mostly in training camp practices since he was signed as an undrafted free agent in 2023. He's going to get his first crack of the 2024 season on this roster. The way Jaden likes to spread the ball around, he has a chance to make a play or two, because he has a skill set, a body type, a niche that the other receivers in that room do not have. I think we see a Diami bomb tomorrow. I think we're going to see a lot of Luke McCaffrey and Olamide Zaccheaus alongside Terry McLaurin. But Brycen Tremayne, the rookie, has been elevated with the corner that we picked up from Baltimore, Kevin Seymour, 6-foot cornerback. I imagine most of these two elevated players' contributions will be on the special teams, because we always can use bodies on the special teams, and those bodies always mix around. I imagine that's where you're going to see most of their contribution, but it would be nice. We're weak at the cornerback position. Shit, show me more Kevin Seymour than I see Michael Davis if another corner has to come in the game. Forbes is back, so Forbes, St. Juice, and Sainer is still. We get our top 3 cornerback groups for the second week in a row and the third time this season. Add Kevin Seymour to the mix. Let's at least see what he got. Let's see what he got. He's a journeyman, 30-year-old corner, but let's see what he's got. Brycen Tremayne, here is your chance. Noah Brown is out this week. You have a chance to actually be a part of a game plan. You have a chance to get on the field and actually make a name for yourself. Word to Gambit. Get out there and do something, man. I'm excited about this one. This will probably be the last you hear from me until my watch party tomorrow, but I'm excited to watch this game tomorrow. I'm excited to take in another week of Jaden Daniels and Cliff Kingsbury's 2024 Commanders offense. What do y'all think of these moves? People were saying, I saw Ben Standig, he had said maybe this is the week Derek Forrest gets called up to the active roster. We could still see a move tomorrow because Tyler Owens is doubtful. I believe he hurt was his shin or his groin? I think it was his shin last week versus the Arizona Cardinals. Doubtful to play usually means you're not playing tomorrow. So are they going to be elevating another safety in his place? I'm not exactly sure, but I imagine that's the thought process. If you put one safety down, you bring another safety up. But Tyler Owens is 100% playing only on special teams right now. So do we really need to bring up another safety? I don't know. But I do want to see him get some snaps on the field eventually. Washington has a chance at its own get-right game. You're finally playing a bad offense. This is a bad offense, whether you want to admit it or not. It's a bad offense, bad quarterback play, bad offensive line play, all right running play, and their wide receiver room of Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy and company lead the league in drops. It's been a problem for Jerry Jeudy ever since he was drafted out of Alabama. It happened in Denver. It's now happening in Cleveland as well. Him and Amari Cooper got the dropsies. And I'm aware that the Browns had an opportunity to beat the Raiders. They had an 82-yard touchdown called back that would have been the go-ahead touchdown in their game last week. I'm sorry, evaluation year or not, that offense that's coming into Northwest Stadium tomorrow is putrid. If Deshaun Watson is ice skating up and down the field on us like he was back in 2022, that's a fucking problem for me. That's a big fucking problem for me because the guy's only played one, maybe two good games since the Browns acquired him. And one was versus Washington, and the other was in a comeback effort versus the Baltimore Ravens. I believe that was last season. But we can't let Deshaun get his shit off because his shit don't even exist anymore. We cannot let him find his Houston Texans guitar playing mojo of years past. He is the most hit quarterback in the league. He is the most pressured quarterback in the league. And like Chef Zay said when he was on my channel a couple days ago, the Cleveland Browns offensive line has regressed significantly since Andy Dickerson took over. I need Allen and Payne to earn their game check for 2 weeks in a row. I think it's interesting that we're 5 weeks into the season and neither Payne or Allen has been voted a captain yet. That's very perplexing as the highest paid heartbeat of the unit. But not going to make nothing there that don't need to be. But this is your get right week. You want a week to get right? Let's get it in. Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen. Let's build on week 4. Dorrance Armstrong, Jamin Davis, Javonte Jean-Baptiste. Get to the quarterback because they're not blocking a soul right now. Their run game is all right. Jerome Ford is not a world beater, but you don't got to be a world beater to run on our defense. We've given it up to Chase Brown, to Zach Moss, to Devin Singletary. Some of the jaggiest of jags in the league are getting their shit off on this defense. It's time to buck up. It's time to sack up. And it's time to actually put an impressive win on our home field. We usually, over the years, always do our best damage on the road. Give the home crowd something they can cheer about. Give them a decisive 2-possession victory. Fuck the Cleveland Browns. Fuck them. They're 1-3. They're struggling. Throw some dirt over the casket of their 2024 season. Go for the kill. I want to depress some Browns fans tomorrow. I want Brown fans to hate their lives tomorrow when they come down to Northwest Stadium. I want it to be somber. I want it to be an ass kicking, belt to ass from the first whistle. Just like last week versus the Arizona Cardinals. Yeah, they did go down and score on us immediately, and then we proceeded to put them over our lap and spank them until the final whistle. Once again, we elevated Marcus Mariota to be the primary backup quarterback again. We elevated Kevon Seymour from the practice squad and wide receiver Brycen Tremayne, the 6'4" guy out of Stanford who has a propensity to light up the offseason, but we never hear his name once the preseason game starts or when the regular season starts. You got a golden opportunity to get out there and do something. We don't have receivers with size here. We don't have your archetype, Brycen. So if you want to make something, bust your ass and hustle on special teams. Do all that you can. And if you line up on the field with Jaden Daniels, a guy who you did have chemistry with during training camp, make something happen. Go make a name for yourself, Gambit. Get it in, and the world is your oyster, my boy. The world is your oyster because it's not like we got world beaters behind Terry McLaurin in that receiver room. But like I said, I think we're going to get a heavy dose of OZ, a heavy dose of Luke McCaffrey behind Terry, and I think we're going to see at least an attempt to go deep for De'Ami Brown because he is good for one deep ball or one game where he flashes a year. Why not this week versus the Cleveland Browns? The Cleveland Browns have a good offense. Incorrect. The Cleveland Browns have a good defense. But you know what? We have a better offense. Let's get to it. Hail to the Washington Commanders. I want a victory Monday for the 4th week in a row. We're going to find out very soon whether that's going to take place tomorrow at Northwest Stadium. I got Washington 30, Cleveland 20. 4 wins in a row and 4-1 for the first time since 2008. This is a roster update video. Mariota, welcome back. Kevin Seymour, and Brycen Tremayne, welcome to the active roster. It's brought to you and powered by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino, home of the 150% match bonus on your first deposit using promo code YouTube150, 125% match bonus on your second and third deposits. If you're going to do it with BetUS Sportsbook and Casino, and bet responsibly. Until next time, hail to the Washington Commanders. Commander Rio is out.